All right. Sorry, I did all that talking when I wasn't even on. So now we're on, getting ready to play here against the Mohave Accelerated Patriots for the, I believe, the championship of our bracket. Round Valley will be the home team once again. Our defensive alignment looks like the same, with Taisley Newman at catcher, Carla Ariola at pitch, with Autumn Webster at first, Kyler Penrod at second, Kelsey Walker at short, Ruth Wiltbank at third, with Kensley Crick in left field, Skylar Hevener in center field, and Cassidy Omer in right field. First batter for the Patriots of Mohave Accelerated is number 8 as we get ready to get this game started. First pitch, a strike, bunt down to Ruth. Ruth flies it over to first, off mark. Autumn had to get off base to get the ball. Was able to scoop it up, but had to get off the base to get it. So runner is first on, safe at first on the error. So 1 on to start the game for Mohave. Number 22 steps in the batter's box for the Patriots, as umpire makes them do a little work here, clean up their area. High, ball 1, 1-0. Inside, ball 2. Nice stop by Newman. Hold the runner, keep the runner from advancing to second. Stoppage in play here as umpire got called to the backstop for something. No count, no outs. Runner on first. Down the middle, foul ball. Nice soccer kick by Coach Myers there to stop the ball. So 1-2. Ripped another one down third base line, but again foul, so even the count out at 2. This team looks like a little bigger, a little more powerful than the last team we faced. Players look a little older, a little bit more experienced. In the dirt, ball 3, full count. Another nice stop by Newman. Pitch on the way, high. 2 runners on, no outs here in the top of the first. Number 25 up for the Patriots. First pitch on the way. Just a little off, change up, but misses, so ball 1. 2 on, no out. As the Lady Elks try to settle in here at the bottom of the top of the first. Trying to get a couple outs. Pitch down the middle, out. Pitch over to third for one. First, safe at first. Nice play by Walker on the hard ground ball to short. She flips to the second for the third for the first out of the inning. So runner still on first and second, one out. Number 28 steps in the box for the Patriots. Line drive to second to third for 3 outs, a double play. Ball hit right to Penrod. Penrod able to flip it over Walker for the 3. The Elks get out of the inning without giving up any runs after the first 2 got on for the Patriots. Elks will be coming in up to bat and shortly. It just takes a few minutes sometimes. Leading off for the Elks here in the bottom of the first is Skylar Hebner with Kyler Penrod and Kelsey Walker next. Number 25 pitching for the Patriots of Mohave Accelerated. First pitch in the dirt for ball 1. Strike swinging, 1-1. Number 25 got a little speed on her. See if we can time her up like we did the last pitcher. Outside, ball 2, 2-1. Down the right field line, it drops fair for a single. Nice hit by Skylar as a hit hugged the line dropped in for a single. So 1 on, no outs, bringing Penrod up. Penrod had a great game last game. I think she got a hit every time she got up to bat. See if she can continue that hot streak. She squares around a bunt and misses at the bunt attempt. So strike 1. Hit to third base. Third base flips it to second. Oh, misses it. Rolls into right field. Skylar hesitates at second and stays there. She says, that's my bad. I should have been at third, but 2 on, no out after the error. As Penrod hit it to third and second baseman just missed it. We have Walker stepping up now. Walker's going to hit right-handed this inning. She usually hits left, but this inning she's going to step in the right-hand side. See what she can do from the right-hand side. Squares around a bunt, ball 1. Now she switches to her normal side, to the left side. Had us all kind of confused there for a minute. So ball 1, strike, no strikes. Ball 2, same spot. Walker fouls it off. Strike 1. Two and 1 the count with 2 on, no outs. Another foul ball off to the left side. 2 and 2. Strikeout, looking on the outside corner. It looked like it might have been a couple inches off the count, but the umpire rung her up for the 3rd strike. 1 out, 2 on. Ariola up to bat. Held up, ball 1. Strike 1, looking. So 1 and 1. Ooh, close, hit her foot. So bases loaded now with 1 out. As that Paul pitch grazed her back foot. Nothing hurt there. So we're going to have Simpson in for Ariola running, with Webster up to bat with 1 out, bases loaded. Webster's also had a couple of nice hits that first game. She's also looking to continue that. Inside, ball 1. Webster fouls it straight back, 1 and 1 the count. Base is still loaded as the Lady Oaks try to get something going here in the bottom of the 1st inning. No score yet. Outside. Oh, we called it a strike. I looked outside from here, but I am at a little angle, so 1 and 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Webster. And she's got to protect now. Strike 3, same spot. So 2 outs now. Newman up to bat after that strikeout. Bases continue to be loaded. Daisley steps in. Straight back foul. A little off-speed pitch by the pitcher there. 0 and 1. Ball, 1 and 1. I could tell by the expression on the pitcher's face, he didn't agree with that call, but 1 and 1. Strike on the outside corner. She's hitting that outside corner, and our girls are not swinging at that pitch. So strike 2, ball 1 on Newman. She's got to protect here. Foul ball. Newman stays alive. As the pitch was set up outside and came across the middle, Newman able to foul it off. Count remains 1 and 2. Newman again fouls it off. Newman keeps battling. Back by the pitcher. Skylar's in for the first run of the game. Moving on to second is third Penrod, and Simpson held up at first, so count 2-2. Lady Elks ahead 1-0. Newman, they're battling long enough that wild pitch gets by and scores one. Grab it. Newman strikes out swinging, so Elks were able to get one across after having bases loaded, but after one inning, they lead 1-0. It's always nice to get on the board first. Number 7 steps in the batter's box, so we start the top of the second. Ariola still pitching. First pitch is single. Nice play by Crick in the outfield to cut it off from going to the fence. So one pitch, one hit for the Patriots. Number 26 into bat for the Patriots here. First one's a strike, foul ball. Pitch low and in the dirt, gets by Newman. Runner will go to second. So no outs, runner on second, count 1-1. High, ball 2, 2-1. Again, I'd like to thank all of our Elks fans that come out to the game. So we always have a bigger crowd than those teams that seem like are closer than we are. And plus those that are listening. Ball 3, a little low. I know the students, athletes, and appreciate the support that's offered them at all times. Foul line drive, good stop by Walker. Walker fires over to first for the out. Beautiful play by Walker there to get the first out. And she had to backhand it, made a beautiful throw to first. So one out, one on third, as the runner was able to advance. Number 30 batting for the Patriots. First pitch, change up a little high. Low in the dirt, nice stop by Newman. swing and strike. Strike one, 2 and 1. Pitch on the way, inside, ball 3, 3 and 1. Just missed a little inside, 3 and 1. Runner on third, 1 out. Oh, bounce out in the dirt. Runner will score, though, I believe. Yes. As Newman slips as he goes to get the ball. Runner will score, ball 4. So 1-1. Runner on first, 1 out. Batting for the Patriots, number 34. Quick timeout. We had ball from another field in play in our field. One out, 1 on. Score tied at 1. Foul ball, strike 1. Oh, and 1 the count. Strike 2, swinging. 0 and 2. Change up. Oh, beautiful pitch. It must have been just missed a little bit inside because it was beautiful. So 1 and 2's the count. Pitch down the middle, strike 3. Down to first, and able to get out in time, but 2 outs, 1 on first. Score still tied at 1. Batting for the Patriots, number 5. Little low. Throw first. Safe. So 1 and 0. Looks like when first baseman slid back, hurt her arm a little bit. Looks like she'll be okay. Strike, foul ball. Out of play. 1-1. Outside, ball 2, 2 and 1. As you guys have listened and know, this is a young team. We have 2 juniors, 1 freshman, the rest sophomores out in the field. So no seniors playing, nobody graduating. So we're going to just get better over this year and next year. So expect good things and great things from these kids. So count now is 3 and 1 after another high ball. On the middle, strike 2, but foul. So count now full. Looks like umpires out of softballs as we wait for balls to get back in play. All right, full count as they get back into play after they retrieve a couple of those softballs that were hit out. Full count, runner on first, 1 out. Sorry, 2 outs. Pitch down the middle, strike 3. Able to get out of that with just 1 run score. So after 1.5 innings, the score is tied at 1. Yep. Head to the bottom of the 2nd inning with Cassidy Elmer up to bat. Kensley Crick on deck. First hit, hard single, but hard hit right to shortstop though, who picks it up and throws Elmer out. Hit it hard, but right to her. Shortstop didn't have to move on the play. Crick up to bat with 1 out. Ruth Wiltbank in the hole on deck. Ball low. Strike on the outside corner. Our batters need to adjust. He calls those strikes, and we're letting him go. We need to adjust to that pitch. Send it to right field. Strike 2, swinging. Ken swings through that one. So 1 and 2 to Crick. Outside corner, just a little too far outside that time. As she set up outside, 2 and 2. Strike 3 swinging, swung through that one for the 2nd out of the inning. So 2 quick outs, Ruth Wiltbank up to bat. Foul ball, strike 1 on Wiltbank. Inside, 1-1. Outside, ball 2, 2-1. Wiltbank sends it up the middle for a clean single. Nice hit by Wiltbank because she did go after that outside corner pitch and send it right back up the middle past the pitcher for a single, bringing Heavener up to bat. Heavener got on the 1st inning and scored our only run so far. Heavener squares around the bunt, but pops it straight in the air. Caught by the catcher for the 3rd out of the inning. So after 2 complete innings, the score remains tied at 1.
Hey, what's the score, do you know?
1-1.
1-1.
Starting at the top of the 3rd, number 8 steps in the batter's box for the Patriots. Ariola still pitching with Newman behind the plate. Outfielders and infielders still the same for your Elks. Pitch a little high, 1-0. Down low, ball 2. Strike. 2 balls, 1 strike. Carr looking on that pitch. Little high, 3-1. Inside, ball 4. Batter takes first. Number 22 up to the bat for the Patriots. Little high, throw down to first, and safe. Called her safe as I think the ball got away. It popped out of the glove when the runner ran into her. So safe at second, 1-0 the count. Strike 1, 1-1. Hard foul ball. Strike 2, 1-2. Runner on second, no outs. Count 1 ball, 2 strikes. Down low, 2-2. High fly ball. Center field looks like Walker's underneath it for the first out of the inning. Walker ranged behind second base to get that. First out, 1 on. Number 25 up to bat. Oh, that's gone. There's no doubt about that one. That was probably 30, 40 feet over the fence, that one. Number 25 for the Patriots. Smacked that puppy for a 2-run home run. So count is 3. The score is now 3-1 for the Patriots. All right, 28 stepping up to bat for the Patriots, leading 3-1 here in the top of the third after the 2-run home run. Foul straight up in the air, right along first base line. Webster catches it like a step or two in fair territory for the second out of the inning. So 2 outs, nobody on. Number 7 stepping into the batter's box. Strike 1 on the outside corner. Strike 2, same spot, same results. 0-2 the count, no one on, 2 outs. The Patriots leading your Lady Elks 3-1. A little outside, it's hoping she'd chase another one on that outside corner. Count is 1-2. Down the middle, hard hit the center field. Unable to get to it, be thrown in and held to a double by number 7. So runners on second, still 2 outs. Coach Myers calls timeout. Here, try to settle their team down, try to settle Ariola down. And this team has been hitting the ball hard, and we've been able to get out of it. Like I said earlier in the game, it looks like a little bit more experienced, a little older team. Looks like, just looking at the players, a lot of seniors and juniors on this team, I believe. The bigger players, more athletic than the last couple teams we played. So number 26 steps in, runners on second, 2 outs as we resume action. High fly ball to center field. Hebner's underneath it, and Pitt gets it for the 3rd out. So 2-run score for the Patriots. So after 2.5 innings, scores 3 for Mohave Accelerated, 1 for your Lady Elks. Kyler Penrod up to lead us off at bottom of the 3rd inning. Lady Elks trailing 3-1. Sharp hit the second, goes underneath second baseman's glove for an error. Penrod's safely on at first with Walker up. See if Walker can get her bat untracked today. Walker up, 1 on, no outs. Bottom of the third as we try to get this game a little closer. Outside, ball 1. What?
Dylan, did she give you anything?
Nope. Strike 1, 1-1. Grounder to second base again. This time she flips it to second for 1 out, I believe. Let's see. Called her out at second. Ariola up to flat with 1 out, 1 on. Carla was hitting the foot first time up. Trying to help her team out a little bit here. Strike on the outside corner. Foul ball down the third baseline. 0-2, quick 0-2. She's got to protect now that outside pitch, as that's where this next pitch I'm pretty sure will be. She does set up out there. She does foul it off again. Count still 0-2. 1 out with Walker on first. Walker goes down to second and still second. Catcher bobbled it. Ball was inside, so count is 1-2. Walker in scoring position now. Ariola strikes out on an outside pitch, trying to protect that outside portion of the plate. Got a little too far outside there. Autumn Webster up, 2 outs. Walker on second. Inside pitch, ball 1. Throws it down to second, bobbles it. Walker's able to advance to third. Catcher throws to second. As soon as she threw it, she went to third. So now we have runner on third, 2 outs. Ball 1. Strike on the outside corner. Pitcher's living on that outside corner. So 1-1 to Webster. A hit, foul down the first baseline. 1-2. Webster right back to pitch. Pitch picks it up, flips over to first for the 3rd out of the inning. No run score, so after 3 complete, the score remains 3 for Mohave Accelerated, 1 for Round Valley. Top of the fourth. 30 steps into the batter's box for Mohave Accelerated. Ariola still pitching. Mohave Accelerated ahead 3-1. First pitch high, ball one. Strike, foul ball, over the backstop, and over the fence. So 1-1. Ball low in the dirt, so 2-1. Three and one, another one in the dirt. As I've said before, on most time when I'm talking, when I'm on this broadcast, if you have sons and daughters that are interested in sports or any other activities that the school does, get them involved. I mean, get them out there, get them practicing, get them working with other kids. Ball 4 in the dirt as well. So, first runner on first. No outs. Number 34 up to bat for the Patriots. First pitch is low again. Ariola having a hard time finding the plate. This last 4 or 5 pitches have all been low. Down low again. Ball gets by Newman. Runner advances to second. Still no out. 2-0 the count. Ball 3, low again. Gonna bring that up about 3-4 inches. They're all about the same spot, just a little bit low. So 3-0. Ball 4, still low. Runner will walk down to first, so 2 on, no outs. As first 2 batters from Mohave Accelerated has walked here in the top of the 4th. Carter's having a hard time finding the plate as the pitches are all low right now. Newman out talking to her. So today will conclude my 19-game, 10-day spring break softball vacation. So I watched 19 games in the last 10 days between Carla and Anna, my grandkids, which has been a great time. So here's the first pitch. Bunt down to Ruth. Ruth picks it up. Oh, wind goes to 3, safe. So fielder's choice. Ruth opted to go to third, not in time. So runner safe all the way around. So 3 on, no outs. As they look to break this game open here in the 4th inning, already up 2-0. 3-1, 2-run lead. Number 8 steps in for the Mohave. Down low, ball 1. Strike, high in the air. Infield fly rule. They got 1 for infield fly, got 2 there. So 2 outs. So infield fly rule, but Ruth dropped the ball, but the out was still an out, and the runner on third decided to go home. So Walker was able to pick it up, throw it to Newman for the second out of the inning. So 2 outs with 2 on after that play. Number 22 steps up the flat. High, ball 1. Hit to Walker. Walker scoops it up, throws the first for the third out. Round Valley able to get out of that where it looked like disaster was waiting. No outs after bases loaded, no outs, and was able to get 3 without them scoring. So as we head into the bottom of the fourth, the score remains 3-1. Good job by your Elks defense there by picking up the pitcher. Your Lady Elks up to bat here in the bottom of the fourth, trailing 3-1. Newman first batter for the Elks with Elmer on deck. Strike on the outside corner. Strike 2. She tried to check up her swing on that, but unable to. Your Lady Elks off to a 5-1 start this season. Trying to make it 6-1. Strike 3. Newman goes down swinging, first out of the inning. Brings up Elmer. Elmer, then Crick. Cassie steps in. Outside, ball 1. Strike on the outside corner. Count 1-1 Elmer. Foul back. Strike 2, 1-2. Strike 3, swinging. Another outside corner pitch. Pitcher's living on that outside corner. 2 outs, no on after 2 strikeouts. Start it. Kensley Crick up. Strike down the middle. Swing and strike. That chases a high one there. 0-2. Outside. We went too far outside that time, so ball 1-2. Inside. 2-2. Outside corner for strike 3. So after 4 complete innings, the score remains 3 for Mohave Accelerated Patriots and 1 for the Lady Elks of Round Valley. As the ladies come back on the field, it looks like we have the same defensive alignment. Taisley at catching, Carla at pitch, Autumn at first, Kyler at second, Kelsey at short, Ruth at third, with Kensley Crick in left field, Skylar Hebner in center field, and Cassidy Elmer in right. Again, like we say all the time, we want to thank those sponsors that help us bring these games to you, and to those that can't make it down. We appreciate those that listen, not only to our softball games, but baseball, to basketball, to football, all the activities that our young men and women are involved in throughout the year. We appreciate those sponsors and appreciate Wes for helping make this possible for us. Stepping in the circle in the batter's box, for the Patriots, number 25. Last time up, she had a 2-run home run deep over the right center field fence. Foul ball, strike 1, as Ariola starts off with an off-speed pitch, which she was out ahead of. Foul ball, strike back, 0-2. Ariola out to a quick 0-2 count. High ball 1-2. High fly to center field, should be catchable. Hebner underneath it, and first out. Hebner had to take about 1 step in. Easy fly ball for her. So 1 out with number 28 stepping in the batter's box. High outside. High ball 2. Strike. Center field, looks like a clean single. Clean single there as number 22 hits a single to left center. Hebner able to get the ball in, hold her to 1. Number 7 steps in the batter's box. 1 out, 1 on. Top of the 5th. Strike 1, outside corner. Strike 2 swinging. Looked like had a little curve on that one. So 0-2. High, ball 1. Trying to get her to chase up high on a two strike count. So 1 out, 1 on, 1-2 count. Fly ball to center field, having her in, and able to come in far enough to get it. So blue single over second base, so 2 on, 1 out. Brings number 26 up to bat for the Patriots. High ball 1. Bunt, square around the bunt, the pitch high, throw down. Newman throw was offline, able to steal second and third. So count is 2-0 on the batter. Runners on second and third with 1 out. Oh, sorry, counts 1-1. Inside, oh, that gets past Newman. Runner will score. Other runner advances to third. Score is now 4-1. Ball was in the dirt. Got between Newman's legs for the wild pitch. So 4-1, runner on third with 1 out. 2 balls, 1 strike. Hard hit to short. Walker scoops it out, throws it low in the dirt, but get it out. But runner is score, so nice play by Walker, scooping that up, throwing it to first for the out. Runner will advance from third and score, so the score is 5-1 with 2 outs. Number 30 steps up to bat. High fly ball to second base. Penrod underneath it for the 3rd out. So 2 more runs score for the Lady Patriots. So after 4.5 innings, it is 5-1 with your Lady Elks trailing. Ruth Wiltbank steps in bottom of the 5th. Swing and strike on the first pitch. High and outside, ball 1-1. Outside corner, strike 2 swinging. Outside, swing him, strike 3, 1 out. As we're starting to chase some of those outside pitches, since they've been calling them strikes, they're throwing them a little further out, and we're not being patient like we were earlier. Brings Hebner up with 1 out. High and outside, ball 1. One and 1. Another outside corner pitch. Swing and strike, foul ball. Back to the screen. 1 and 2. Swing and strike 3. Right down the middle. Hebner swung underneath that one for the 2nd out of the inning. Bring Penrod up to bat. Penrod swing and strike 1. Seems like the pitcher's kind of found a rhythm here. As he was making contact earlier, but lately we haven't been able to. Penrod's probably one of the hottest batters we've had today. But quick strike 2 as she misses that one as well. So 2 outs. 0-2 count on Penrod. Swing and strike 3 as she chases a high one for a quick 1-2-3 innings as she struck outside for the Elks. Round Valley will take the field starting the 6th, trailing 5-1. Starting out the top of the 6th, number 34 in the batter's box for the Patriots with Ariola pitching. Defensive alignment remains the same for your Lady Elks. First pitch called a little high. Got another one of those 4'8", 4'5" players on the field trying to hit. Strike 1 swinging, 1-1. Foul line drive down in the right field for a single by number 34 with number 5 stepping in the batter's box. No outs, 1 on. Ball in the dirt. Wild pitch, runner goes to second. Hit the Ruth. Ruth picks it up, flips it to first, and safe. The throw was a little short. Webster unable to hold on to it. Nice pickup by Wilbank, just able to make the play at first. So runners at first and third, no outs. after the error. Score 5-1 for your Patriots. For the Patriots, not ours. Foul ball. First pitch is a foul ball. 0-1. Runners on the corner, no outs. Change up, dribbled foul, 0-2. Change up foul again. Two runners on the corner for the Patriots. Number 8 up to bat. No outs here in the top of the 6th. Strike 3 on the outside corner. The batter looks at him like, you sure? But that's what the pitch they've been getting the whole game. So he's calling it even both ways. So can't complain. So 1 out now after the strikeout. Number 22 up to bat, top of their lineup. Bunt. Looks like they call it a ball. Looked like it was dropped in there, but ball there. So a runner was able to advance on indifference. So second and third, 1 out. Line drop shot to the middle, and it hits the top of the fence. And it would have been over except for the center field fence right in deep center. It's probably 20 feet high and hit about 2/3 of the way up for a stand-up double. 2 more runs will come in though. So the score is now 7-1 with number 25 up to bat. A little high on the pitch, ball 1. Line drive to right center. It is over again. Another 2-run home run from number 25. She hit one earlier in the game, another 2-run home run. So the score after the 2-run home run is 9-1. Still only 1 out in the inning. That was a line shot there that didn't get much over the height of the fence. That home run clears the bases. Number 28 up to bat for the Patriots. Like I said before, this team looks quite a bit older and more experienced than some of the other teams we've played. Looks like some players that's been around a little bit. A lot of seniors and juniors. First pitch, number 28 is called strike on the inside part of the plate. High, as a changeup got away from Ariola. Ball down low, 2-1. Still only 1 out here in the top of the 6th. Score 9-1 for the Patriots. Another line shot to center, but Skylar Hebner able to catch that. Skiz is her nickname, all the kids call her. So line drive right at her, but Hebner was able to dive in and catch that for the 2nd out of the inning. Number 7 up to bat, scored 9-1 still, 2 outs. Another high fly ball to center field. Hebner again underneath it. Oh, and she drops it. Looks like she tripped about the time she went to catch it and fell, and the ball pops out of her glove for an error. So it brings up number 26. Runner on first, 2 outs. Inside, ball 1. Ball 2 in the dirt. Wild pitch, runner advances to second. So 2-0, runner on second, 2 outs. Remember, next game will be Wednesday at home Wednesday at Morenci, and our first home game will be next Saturday against the Snowflake Lobos, as that pitch is in for a strike, count 2-1. Come out and support the boys and girls on their home opener on next Saturday. Foul ball on the changeup, 2-2. .26 at bat, count 2-2. 1 on, 2 outs. Low one inside. Full count. Strike down the middle, foul ball. Count remains even. Outside. Runner advances third on that pitch. That's ball 4. The batter didn't realize it, waiting for the next pitch to come in, so runners at first and third. With number 30 coming up to bat. Score 9-1, favor of the Mohave Accelerated Patriots. First pitch, low. Nice stop by Newman. Foul ball, straight back, 1-1. High fly ball back to center field again to Hebner. Hebner's underneath it. Makes the catch for the third out of the inning. So after 5.5 innings, the score is 9 for Mohave Accelerated, 1 for your Lady Elks. 8-run lead for Mohave, which means we need to get some runs this inning or the game will be over. 8-run rule after 5. Walker up to bat in the bottom of the sixth, trying to get something going for the Lady Elks. Ball one in the dirt. Strike on the outside corner. 1-1. Ball two. Count 2-1, no outs, nobody on. Ball three, outside. Shortstop, Kelsey hits the shortstop, makes it safe on the as Walker beats out the throw for an infield single. Ariola up to bat. Nice bit of running there by Walker to beat the throw down. So Ariola up, trying to keep us in the game here. No outs, one on. Ariola swings underneath that one. Strike one. Ariola hits it to first base, who touches her base for the first out. Walker able to move to second. Runner in scoring position now with Autumn Webster up to bat with one out. Autumn jam shot to first baseman, an easy fly ball, so two outs. Newman up to bat with Walker still at second base. Newman up trying to keep us alive here in the bottom of the sixth inning. Elks down by 8, 9-1. Walker on second. Outside corner, strike one. Like I said, she seems like she's been living a lot out on that outside corner, but getting the calls. And the calls have been both ways, so can't complain there. Newman straight up and caught by the catcher for the third out, and should be game. As the score's 9-1. Let's see, it don't. Looks like the game's going to continue 9-1, but we're not going to end it here. So we will go on to the seventh inning. Again, while the ads are running, I want to thank those sponsors who make this possible. And for Wes also for making it possible for us to bring these games to you. Top of the seventh inning. Your Lady Elks trailing 9-1. Number 34 steps in the batter's box for the Patriots. Ariola still pitching. First pitch outside, ball one. Outside, ball two, same spot. Ball 3, low and inside. As you can tell, it bounced up and hit the camera. So hopefully things still look okay, other than the little line in it. Strike. Oh, called it high. Looked good from here. Said it was high, so ball 4. Walked down to first. Go around. All right, 1 on, no outs. Number 5 in batting. Fly ball to right field. Elmer over Elmer's head. Runner will advance to third, it looks like. Oh, and on the throw, other runner will advance to second. So ball over Elmer's head for a single. Runner's able to advance to second and third on the throws. So no outs, 2 on. Number 8 steps into bat. First pitch hit the Ruth, underneath Ruth's glove for an error. Runner will come in to score. Makes the score 10-1. Runners on the corner, still no outs. Number 22 in the circle. Last time she hit one off the green monster in center field. Ball in the dirt, runner will score. Another runner will go to third. Nope, held up at second on the wild pitch. So score 11. 11-1, still no outs. Line shot foul, 1-1. High fly ball to left field to Crick. Crick's back right in front of the fence and drops. She misses the ball. Runner will come from second and all the way into score. And batter will hold up at second after the 2-base error by Crick. So still no outs. Another run in. Runner on second. Some substitutes for your Round Valley Elks here in the 7th. We have Ava Rivas into left field. You have Sterling Simpson into right field, and you have Tori Slade in at third base. As the game's kind of got away from your Elks here, with a score 12-0, no outs. A runner on second here in the 7th. Number 25 up to bat for the Patriots, already with 2 home runs in the game. Swing and strike, strike 1. Looks like Carla took a little bit off that one. Trying for her 3rd home run, number 25 is. Way out in front of that pitch. Ball in the dirt. Ball 1, 1-1. As Ariola tried to change up there. Line shot down the left field line, but foul. Foul by 4 or 5 feet. Ava gets the ball back in to Walker. So 1 and 2 the count. Foul ball. Count remains 1 and 2. No outs. Runner on second. Line shot to left field. Everybody gets it in quickly, holds the runner to 1. So 1st and 3rd, still no outs. Number 28 batting for the Patriots. Strike 1, fly ball to center field. Looks like, yes, Hebner with the catch. Runner will advance home for another run. First out of the inning. Runner remains at first. Line shot to left field again. Runners advance to 1st and 2nd on the single. Batters have all seen Ariola 3 or 4 times now, so pretty much teeing off on her now. One out, 2 on. Change up just a little bit high. Ball low, 2-0. Three and 0, a little high. Strike 1, 3 and 1. Your Lady Elk's trying to battle through this. Get out of this inning. Line shot to right field, picked up by Simpson. 1 run will score. Runner from first will advance to 3rd on the 1 out single. Score now is 14 to 1. 2 runners on, 1 out. Fly ball to left field. Ava's underneath it. Ava drops it. Runners comes in from 3rd. Runners have bounced to 1st and 2nd on the error. And he's kind of turned into a disaster for the Elks as we've had 3 or 4 errors and some big hits. Line drive foul by number 34. So still 2 on only 1 out. Inside, 1 and 1. Ball 2 a little high on the changeup. 2 balls, 1 strike. Strike 2, 2-2. Strike 3, strike out. Another pitch, that same spot. So 2 outs, 2 on. Number 5 up to bat for the Patriots here in the top of the 7th. Strike 1. On 1 with 2 runners on. Change up, foul ball. 0-2 the count. 2 outs, 2 on. Here in the top of the 7th. Round Valley trailing 15-1. Strike 3. Out of the inning finally after giving up 6 more runs on just a few hits and a few errors. So heading in the bottom, trailing by 14 with the Elks' last chance to bat coming up. Simpson, a freshman, up to bat for the Lady Elks here in the bottom of the 7th. Strike 1 swinging. I was going to say, as these freshmen, I don't know if they've seen anybody quite this fast before. So good experience for them, getting a bat. Strike 2 swinging. Simpson's in there swinging. Not afraid to be in there, which is a good sign. Inside, ball 1. 1-2. Inside again, 2-2. Just missed the inside corner. Strike 3. Missed that one, so 1 out with Ava Rivas up to bat, another freshman. Strike 1 outside corner. That looked a little further outside. I don't think Ava could have reached that one with her bat, even if she tried to swing at it. Strike 2 down the middle, swinging. Good to see these freshmen get a chance. I mean, they're in there working hard. Strike 3 also. Strike out. So Tori Slade, our last one that went in, is up to bat Strike one. Torrey pops it straight in the air, catcher underneath it. Catcher catches it for the third out of the game, and that is game. Thank you again for all those that support your Lady Elks and also all those other teams and activities at the school. Appreciate your activities. Next game will be Wednesday at Morenci for both boys and girls. Tune in if you can't come watch. Thank you again, and be safe.